arriving in the next update. We have the full kit for these characters. We also have the date for update 7.0 coming next week. What do you need to do to get prepared right now? We're talking all about that, and we have some changes to farmability for better or worse. We're talking all about these things and more live blog reaction in this video. So if you're ready for all of that, Valley Club, then you know to find that like button. Let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. Hope you're having a great Friday. We're talking all about update 7.0, the Invader Team that is coming in this next update, and a lot more. Now, if this is your first time here on the ValleyFlyin channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. Like I said, at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. Usually there's a lot more about all your question and answers, news, gameplay, tips, tricks, everything to help your Marvel Strike Force experience. And we also do a live reaction to the blog post every Friday. So let's go take a look at it now. And let's give some shout outs to everyone that's here early. Everyone here in chat. Natalie, what's up, Spider Bro? Julius, fist bump to you, Joe. And howdy, Joel C. Baby Ice, what is up, brother? A skill rate team full legit too. Yeah, World War II. This is real. It is not a test, guys. Let's go take a look at all this stuff. And it looks pretty good. All right. Reporting for duty. Elite squadron of heroes. The Invaders. Scrapping from a team of the scrappy team of soldiers will specialize in the much needed skill raid lanes. Yes, we have a solution for every section of the raids except a full team for skill. And now it looks like we're going to solve that problem. They'll be instrumental in a new raid that they'll be releasing later this year. And they'll be great in all the current Doom raids as well. More information on the new raid in a future blog, but they say the base difficulty for this new raid will be easier than Doom 3.3. So if you're already Doom 3.3, you should be able to do whatever this new raid is that's coming, at least at the normal base difficulty. If Doom 3.3 is still a struggle for you, well, maybe you'll have to build up characters before you can test out that new raid here, guys. All right. So leaving his desk for duty, the operation, for field operation, will be Nick Fury. So he's also in this team. Looks like there's some reworks also coming to Nick Fury, but we won't know about them. We're going to know about them in the release notes for 7.0. But joining Nick Fury is going to be World War II version of Captain America, which looks really, really nice. Bucky Barnes, Iron Fist, World War II, and Union Jack. Let's go take a look at all of them now. This is a nice inclusion in this blog post about why certain characters have certain traits. So this is pretty important, all right? The Invaders are a very diverse set of skill characters. Most Marvel characters can easily fit into multiple origin traits. And I guess that's the same true with this Invader team. When a team thinks about what origin means, it helps us to focus on the version of the character we're making. Our version of Kate Bishop is a perfect example of a character that can fit in a few different origin traits. She's an amazing, skilled archer, but we decided to lean into her trick arrows, and that's why we went with tech trait for her. The Invaders team is another example of this, guys. Some of the most skilled people in the Marvel Universe. Captain America, one of the best hand-to-hand fighters in the Marvel Universe, but can also lead a team with one of the best strategic minds. Another Invader, Iron Fist, has some of the best mystical powers of Iron Fist, but he has a highly trained marksman with his dual pistols and masters martial arts. So that is why these tags were given to these characters, and it may fit or may not fit with the lore, but as far as what the devs think, as far as the best version of these characters for gameplay, that is why they put these characters with the tags that they did. All right, Captain America, World War II version of him. He's going to be a controller, so not a protector for the Invaders. He's also in high focus, high resistance. He can dictate the battle for his team by supplying Invader allies with ability energy, manipulating effects, and by denying enemy summons with clones, while on offense in raids has 4 more Invader allies. So counter to a lot of the teams that are out there right now. So looking very, very strong. And what his basic is going to do. Attacking the primary target, 300% damage, applying slow for 2 turns. So looking very strong as it is. As we look at his assist and counter chance, attacking the primary target, 230% damage, 17% piercing, and still applying the slow for 2 turns. So living up to that controller status. Looks like a great candidate for striker at this point, because this is a nice ISO 8 attack. Let's move on. Special low cooldown, 3-turn cooldown. It's going to flip negative effects to positive effects, kind of like they Viv Vision in the raids for self and invader allies. 2 deflects to self and invader allies, generating ability energy for all invader allies. So very, very strong so far, and gaining assist from 2 invader allies. So doesn't say any damage. So it looks like the damage is coming from 2 invader allies, which is fine because it doesn't look like Captain America, this World War II version of him, is going to be the big damage dealer on the team. It looks like it's going to be 2 other members of the team. So that is probably where the damage is coming from. Low cooldown, does a lot of good stuff for the team, but doesn't do any damage to the enemies. Ultimate is 5-turn cooldown, so big cooldown on this, guys. Attacking all enemies, 400% damage, clearing defense up, applying offense up for 2 turns, so it's a very, very strong move. In rage, reducing the speed bar for enemies by 5% plus 5% per invader ally. Looks like they're very strong ultimate. Ability energy for all invader allies, and it can be dodged or blocked. He's got a strong passive as well. What is up, Galaxy? What is up, Brother Dave? Joel C. Liffy. How are you guys doing? All right, passive for Captain America World War II. On spawn, 2 death proof to all invader allies. When Bucky Barnes, and this is a new character, guys. Bucky Barnes is a new character, so not Winter Soldier. Bucky Barnes drops below 50% health, applying 2 deflects to that character. On death of an invader ally, generate 1 ability energy for all invader allies. So if they die, they're going to get some ability energy to hopefully finish out that raid node for you. More max health. Invader allies are also going to gain that max health. And in the raid specifically, on spawn, if he has 4 more invader allies, generate 4 ability energy for adjacent invader allies. Now, the way this is worded, I'm assuming this is like 1 ability energy for all those adjacent or adjacent allies, or is that 4 ability energy and it's distributed randomly? I don't think it's gonna be 4 for each one, but we'll see when it's in the game. On offense, if this character has 4 more invader allies, enemies cannot summon or clone. Strong, strong, strong. So screwing Mr. Sinister and any other character that we're facing in the raids. Additional 40% max health, and invader allies are also getting that 40% max health in the raids. That's in addition to this 20% max health that he just gets from his base passive. All right, Bucky Barnes, not Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, guys. Yeah, another team to work on. So yeah, if you haven't built up your rebirth team like I haven't, you're gonna want to build this Invader team for the skill section, and then that rebirth team for the bio section for whatever this new raid is that's coming. Man, for a younger version of Captain Bucky, Iron Fist with guns, sign me up. I like it too. I like their character models. And buy their kits. They look like they're a very fun team. For the Invaders, Bucky Barnes, he's going to be a blaster who deals out painful damage, grants extra damage to invader allies, but along with bringing the boom, Bucky's bring strategic execution with 2 separate abilities that clear taunt in raids, a charge mechanic that gives Bucky more shots, and he can shut down enemy damage dealers when he reloads by applying offense up. And he has the Hero Global Skill Blaster Invader trait. Basic. This is a very strong basic and could be one of the best basics in the game if just off the top of my head. Attacking the primary target, 300% damage, prolonging negative effects, excluding ability block, stun, and trauma by 1, charged. On charge. This can chain attacks for 300% damage, and you can prolong negative effects, excluding ability block, stun, and trauma by 1. He's going to lose a charge for the first attack and each subsequent attack. In the raids, these attacks can prolong ability block, stun, and trauma. So outside of the raids, we're prolonging everything except for those. In the raids, still prolonging ability block, stun, and trauma, which is great. They're gonna abuse that ability. And it cannot be counterattack. The counterattack ISO 8 ability looks very similar. Charge, attacking the primary target, 216% damage, 17% piercing, prolonging all negative effects, excluding ability block, trauma by 1. But in the raids, you're still prolonging this. So another great candidate for that striker class. All right, this special is a 3 out of 3 cooldown. So you can use this on the first turn. And what it's going to do, applying offense up to 2 turns, for all invader allies attacking the primary target, 300% damage. And I bet he's going to have some very strong base stats as well. For each charge, repeat this attack against a different adjacent target to a maximum of 5 adjacent targets. So looking very good. Repeat attack ignores stealth. I like that. So kind of like the better version of that scream ability. Applying disrupted for 2 turns to all targets. Ooh, that is nasty. Luckily, Luckily, he's not doing this to PvP battles and gaining extra focus. 5,000% extra focus for this attack cannot be blocked. His ultimate is a 5 out of 5 cooldown, attacking the primary target, 300% damage, applying 2 bleeds for each charge. Repeat this attack again against a different adjacent target up to a maximum of 5 adjacent targets. I'm wondering if he has a bunch of charges and he does this, he could repeat this like to the one to the left, then to the one to the right, then go back and forth, or if it has to be another adjacent target. Repeat this, ignore stealth, losing a charge for the first attack and each subsequent attack. So same thing on the ultimate and the basic for this character. And raise clearing taunt from all targets. I like that. This is a strong move. It's unavoidable, cannot be blocked. So screwing any weavers or anything that they might put into these raids there. All right. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Brother Bo. This team, hopefully it is free to play friendly. We'll see their release methods as this update 7.0 starts to roll around. As World War II, these gun models are sick. Bucky with a rifle, Iron Fist with 2 guns, Union Jack with a knife and a revolver. This team is mega hype. I am liking it as well, guys. I'm a fan of this World War II type scenarios. I like what they did with Peggy Carter, so I'm liking that they have a full team of these guys now as well. So looks to be a very, very strong character. Iron Fist also looks to be very strong, a support character. So this is going to be the character that keeps them alive for the invaders. High health, high resistance. Although he possesses mystical abilities, Orson Randall's penchant for firearms led him to receiving the skill trait. He sustains his invader ability with barrier heals, clearing heal block, and a revive via his ultimate ability. My goodness. So you could proc that passive of Captain America a few different times where a character dies, they get a bunch of stuff, and then they could get brought back to life with this Iron Fist. He also showcases martial arts abilities with painful attacks, including his ultimate ability, which hits hard implied stun. So that's 2 characters so far that apply stun. Not sure what Nick Fury is going to do with his rework. Attacking the primary target, 300% damage. Barrier, the most injured non-summon ally for 10% of this character's max health. Oh, that is another strong ability. What all these characters, they can't all be strikers, guys. This is another good one. So we're going to have to choose which one has the best one when this comes around. But he's also going to do that damage, more piercing, and barrier, the most injured summon ally for 10% of his character's max health. Now that I think about it, maybe this is not the one to striker. This is a good ability, but usually you want damage as that striker there. All right. I recently found the channel, being a newer Strike Force player. This is helpful, fellow purple belt here. Oh, nice. It's really cool to see your jiu-jitsu videos. Glad you know your Marvel shards or rash guards. Some of them. Actually, all the rash guards, all of them are rash guards, but some of the better quality ones is the one I roll with. Some of the cheaper ones is the ones I just wear for the videos. All right. His special for Iron Fist. It's also 3 out of 3 cooldown. So 3-turn cooldown for all 3 of their specials so far. Attacking primary and adjacent targets, 350% damage. Extending positive effects by 1 for a maximum of 3 to self and all invader allies. In raids, clearing heal block from self and invader allies, and heal. Oh, this is the big one. Heal self and invader allies for 20% of this character's max health. All right, that's good. All right, so this is where the revive's probably going to come from in this ultimate ability. Energy cost 5 out of 5. Stun. Attack, 400% damage. Raids, applying stun for 1 turn and ability block for 2 turns on the mystic enemy with the highest damage. And I think the way this is worded, this is going to stun 2 targets. So this is probably additive and not instead of. But we'll have to see. In the raids, revive a dead invader ally at 50%. Oh, I like that. It's 50% max health and not just some little bit of max health that could get them killed in the next attack. Skirmisher for World War II cap. I thought striker for him, but I could be wrong on all of them have really good basic abilities here. Revive a dead invader ally, 50% max health, applying stealth for 2 turns, death proof for 2 turns to the ally. I like that. Healing self and all invader allies for 30% of the character's max health. Gain 50% focus per mystic enemy for this attack. All right. Good. So still gives them some of that mystic flavor, but still leans into that blaster tag that they got on him. And his passive, Tranquility Through Violence. I like that passive name. On spawn, barrier yourself and all invader allies, 15% of this character's max health. All right. So this character, you do want to build up this character. This character and any invader allies turn, heal self and invader allies, 3% of this character's max health. All right, so it's healing all the time. That is kind of standard with a lot of these raid characters here. Just 3% healing every single time to take a turn. More armor for self and invaders in raids on spawn with 4 or more invader allies, applying immunity for 2 turns to self And Invader, oh, that is strong. That is very strong. Self and all Invader allies getting that immunity for 2 turns when he's on the field. Yeah. And that's probably something you want a T4 if that's tied to that T4. When his character has, when his character or Invader drops below 50% health, fill the speed bar of this character by 15% max health. And he's also going to gain an additional 40% armor. Invader allies gaining an additional 40% armor. So that is allowing him to do his ultimate earlier or his special earlier to get them that heal or reviving somebody that's dead. And last but not least, the 4th character of this team is Union Jack. He's going to be a blaster, just like his partner Bucky. He features high focus, high damage, but that's where the similarities end because Union Jack operates in the shadows with stealth. He applies evades to allies and inflicts crit damage and negative effects upon his unsuspecting enemies. He's got the hero, Glober, skill, blaster, invader tags, bangers, and smash. I like that name as well. Attacking primary target, 300% damage, flipping 1 positive effect to a negative effect. In raids, flipping 3 positive effects to negative effects instead, losing charge. Oh, and he does this on his basic as well. All of them have some good basics. So we're going to have to choose which one is a striker, which one's skirmisher, which one's raider, so that we can play some vulnerables because they can't all be strikers. So he's going to do the charged primary attack, 200% damage, 216% damage, 17% piercing, flipping positive to a negative effect, and he's still going to do that, flipping 3 in the raids. All right, also a 3-turn cooldown for this character. Offense down 2 turns to primary target, attacking primary target, 210% damage, 1 slow, maximum of 3. If charged, lose charge. If charged, repeat this attack once per charge on this character up to maximum of bonus attack. So Winter Soldier or Bucky Barnes does its adjacent targets. If he's charged, does more attacks to that single target. Lose 1 charge for each initial attack, and in raids, applying 1 ability block up to a maximum of 3 to the primary target on each attack. So 3 potential ability blocks. That character pretty much dead because they're not going to be able to use any of their abilities during that match. All right, and the ultimate, 5 out of 5. So not available. It is available on turn 1, but probably not using this a lot unless you're getting that ability energy from Captain America. Attacking the primary target, 300% damage. Applying disrupted if charged, lose a charge. And in rage, reducing the speed bar of the target by 30%. That is big. For each charge, repeat this attack against a different adjacent target to a maximum of 5. So similarities between him and Bucky Barnes. Not totally different, but there are more similarities than they indicated in that initial description. And for the passive, for King and Country, on spawn, gain 6 charged. He's getting a lot of charges. At the end of this character's turn, if this character does not have a charge, apply evade to self and all invader allies, gaining stealth. So you're either getting more evades, or if he has a charge, you're getting more damage from this character. Gaining stealth for 2 turns, fill this character's speed bar by 30%, and I believe that is on spawn. Or if this character does not have charge, gain 6 charge. So every time he doesn't have charge, he's going to gain 6 charge. The formatting is a little weird. So I think this should fall under this bullet point. He's going to gain 25% crit chance when his character has stealth, gaining an additional 50% crit chance and 30% crit damage. In the raids, more crit chance, and invader allies also gain that crit chance. All right, so looking like a very strong team. We still have to see the 5th, the rework to Nick Fury, but even without the rework, I think this 4-piece team is very, very strong team. All right, memory lane events. Keep in mind, guys, daylight savings time in the US is going into effect on March 12th Pacific time. And all of these start times or all these events are based in Pacific time. So keep that in mind, especially if you're not in a region of the world that doesn't recognize this daylight savings time. All right, charging station. It's coming back. It is what is running right now. Collect points for earning power cores. So I don't know if you can hoard your arena rewards because we have a charging station going on right now, but this is for your T2 level 4 ions, T2 level 1 ions, and everything else. All right, quick Rumble Blitz is the BKT team, and in case you don't remember who the BKT team is, we have a few of the members here. Thanos, Star-Lord, Minerva. We also have Groot and Rocket on that BKT team. They're going to be the next quick Rumble Blitz next week. War Horseman, Red Hulk is returning on March 13th, so a couple days before the update drops. Red Hulk, and again, for the nodes 5 and 10, you need either Hero Asgardians, Ravagers, Wave 1 Avengers, or some combination of these characters. Secret Admirers, feel the love. March 12th, when the Rocket and Groot event teams up. Okay, that's fine. I like that they're returning these. I don't like what they did with the Psylocke and Minerva events that to complete the current milestone events right now, you'd have to spend power cores on those. If they're just bringing these back, this is good though. This is good for older players that didn't get to experience this, and for players that just want to get some shards for these characters. Same thing happening with Thanos. The Mad Titan event is returning on March 16th, and this was way back in the day when they released Thanos, bringing a raid and this campaign. So very easy to get Thanos shards way back in the day. We have a Pocket Dimension returning March 17th, 2 p.m. That is when Pocket Dimension is coming back. And this time, 5 characters with the BKT trait. Now, the original BKT team was a community-made team that only featured 5 members. I'm not sure if they're extending this BKT trait to other characters for this Pocket Dimension, or if we're going to be limited in this Pocket Dimension to just these 5 characters. Now, it doesn't seem like there's any character shards here, but because the node rewards are going to include gold orb fragments, training orb fragments, silver, gold promo credits, orange status cat parts, orange basic catalyst parts, ISO 8 orbs, T2 ISO 8 credits. So nothing super important here. So Pocket Dimension used to be the one that was the easy one. You could just auto it if it had good rewards. Well, it looks like it's going to be easy again, but maybe not auto it. All right, we have another milestone that hasn't been described before. This Luck of Spring milestone, March 17th. With the upcoming Luck of Spring event, enchant your roster with costumes, character shards, red stars, and more. And for this, you're going to need to spend campaign energy. This does not include ISO 8 campaign energy. Earning Alliance credits to earn points toward a 7-day milestone. Towards a 5 red star character. I guess they haven't decided who that character is going to be, but it's going to be a 5 red star character. Character shards. I guess they haven't decided these character shards either. This is coming in about a week. So this update 7.0 should be live when this is in the game. So maybe they're trying to hold off on these character shards, or trying to keep this secret based on what else is coming next week in 7.0. Orange, teal, purple catalyst parts, gold as well. There's going to be a leaderboard associated with it, and new character availability. So for the farmability guys, so several years ago, the dev team announced in a blog post that there would be increased availability of a newer character shards on the first Wednesday every month. Over the past years, there have been several instances where that did not occur. This happened for several reasons, including the shift from the traditional legendary events, the Scourge events, and the introduction of hard mode. As the production schedule has changed since the original statement was made, a revision to the strategy is necessary while still holding the spirit of the statement. The dev team is committed to ensuring at least one newer character will have increased availability each month, with a good chance of a second character being included and a moderate chance of a third. All right, this is not great, but at least I'm glad that they're announcing this, so we're not surprised by this when they miss this again, because like they said up here, they have missed this several times in the past, and that causes frustration. So now if we're expecting one character, maybe not on the first Wednesday, maybe 2, low chance of 3, but possibility of 3, as long as they keep this release schedule of characters, keeping weeks and weeks and weeks between character releases, I guess this is not the worst thing, but we do need to catch up. There is a big surplus of unfarmable characters right now. Aka, what is up? Same. At least they're telling us. Yeah, at least they're telling us in advance. I like more communication, even with bad news, is better than not communicating at all. Apologize for any confusion and delay announcing this update. Long delay in announcing this update. Appreciate your feedback. Questions on the topic. All right. New Hard Heroes campaign nodes coming March 15th. So on the day the update drops. So I guess the update notes for the last update saying that we're getting hard, the hard villains and heroes was inaccurate, because it looks like it's dropping when the new update goes live, but at least it's coming next week. Get character shards for Dazzler, Nico Minoru, and Viv Vision. The only one currently unfarmable right now is Viv Vision. Dazzler is available in, I believe, the War store. Nico's in the Raid store. I could have those stores reversed though, but they're both farmable. Viv Vision is not, so it's good that she's getting farmable, especially because this is a character in that tech raid team, and a new raid is coming. Strike Pass, but new Strike Pass coming. Dark Beast and Brawn are the character shards offered there. And in case you guys missed the in-game message earlier this week, Brawn was made available in the Blitz Orb. So if you open your orbs for the Blitz Orbs, you have a chance at getting some Brawn shards. All right, Red Stars featuring Captain America World War II dropping in battle soon. starting on March 15th. And that is their way of saying this is when the update is dropping. So mark your calendars, guys. March 15th, that is when update 7.0 is dropping. Captain America is going to have his increased red star rate. Free claim Friday. Comparative Apocalypse Saga booster memory lane event progress in the free claim Friday. Well, let's go check out what they have here. So this is what they have on the board. They have this Eagle Emblems, 50,000 gold. They have more Eagle Emblems and some Mr. Negative shards. So I'm glad that they're giving us stuff, but this is less than we've gotten in the past. But it's free stuff, so I can't really complain too much, but it is less than we've had before. Strike sweepstakes. So if you haven't already entered, get your Shield Medic costume right now, and again, you have a slight chance to win a Marvel Strike Force art book or a Marvel Strike Force pin. And reviewing the weekly events, Ebony Maw is getting his event coming back. Blitz is Green Goblin. Ugh. I guess it's good. There's no Blitz event running, so we don't have to do this Blitz. We have a quick Rumble Blitz featuring the BKT trait, and Gold Payday is coming back. So that is it, guys. There's a lot to discuss in this video. We have an update coming next week, so it looks like there's a bunch of stuff coming over the weekend, a lot of information. Maybe Ice needs those Dark Beast shards. Tell him I need Sunfire shards. Oh yeah, all the Horsemen. We need all the Horsemen shards, Scopely. Come on. Apocalypse is here later actually, Apocalypse is in the game right now. So yes, work it. Get these characters farmable. I will see you guys next time. We are going on vacation for spring break, so the streaming schedule may be a little bit wonky next week, but I am bringing my computer. I'm going to try to release as many videos as possible because we do have an update dropping next week. So hopefully you guys have a great one. Hopefully the update is good. If you haven't already, check me out on social media. Check me out on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all the good stuff there. I will see you guys next time. If you haven't checked out some of the rest of the videos on the channel, check those out and hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. All right, I will see you guys next time. Thank you, everybody that stayed to the end of the stream. Thank you, everybody that watched the end of this video. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out. Have a great weekend, guys.